Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
Dude, it has been a while. Let's go ahead and get your mouth in there and just see how it goes.
Excuse me?
Yeah. It's been a bit. Everyone, thanks so much.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't use those type of terms.
Use that type of a term.
Yeah.
Get your mouth in there.
Yeah.
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, it's been a bit, and Joey's mouth is in here. Joey Hollenbeck on the mic, Hollerin with Hollenbeck. It has been a couple months. A lot of stuff going on for me personally with COVID and crap like that. Back on the track, me and Joey. I'm excited. Thank you for listening to Hollerin with Hollenbeck. We got Joey Hollenbeck on the mic.
What's up?
There he is, ready to roll. We've got so much to talk about. I've been dying to talk about this guy, but let me just say something real quick.
Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
I got to say this real quick. I mentioned COVID. December 27th, the down and out. Dead.
Who gets COVID on Christmas?
Dude, it was the worst. At one point, I will tell it from my point of view, but basically it came from the ex's house, made its way over to mine in Christmas land, and then...
That's a gift that keeps on giving.
And then whammed. I've never wanted to re-divorce someone in my entire life. It was the worst. But I'm back. I'm ready to roll. And
you look good. Like maybe COVID was good to you.
Dude, I lost a little bit. I said 12. I'm 15. I lost 15. I didn't want to eat.
It's water weight. It'll come back on in about 1 week.
Can't wait.
It usually comes back with a vengeance. So you'll be about up probably 21.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. And so here's the thing, though. By the way,
from what I've heard,
we're going to talk about that in just a second. You set the mood.
Oh, the gift?
The gift. But we're going to almost. Let me just get there. Okay. We're getting there.
Yeah.
So that is residual. But you guys already know. Grandpa Lungs, as Hollygraph says. I got Grandpa Lungs. No one reached out. Only two people. Hey, Desi B kind of did here. People didn't notice that I wasn't active on social media. Maybe they were too afraid to talk to me. I get it. I'm king of Cole Street. But when it comes to, but then I get a text from my buddy Edred, and no joke, he's like, "Hey man, I haven't talked to you. How you doing? How's life? What's going on, man? I haven't seen you for a while." And I told him, "Thanks for reaching out, man. I got COVID. It sucks." No joke. Get done with conversating with Edred, known Coog, who calls me out of the blue. But Joey Hollenbeck says, "Hey, where you been, man? Missed you. What's going on? How's life? Haven't seen you on the socials for a little bit. You okay?" Two cougars. You know what? This whole Kooski biz, I might have to just announce all Huskies. Don James, frickin' the Billy Joe Hobart, all those guys. I might have to just kick him to the side and just say,
"You're such a good Husky, though. You could name two guys, you could name two Huskies out of the whole eternity of Huskies. You just dropped two.
Yeah. You know what?
Wow, you are a Husky.
You know what? No. I'm a Coug now. Let me just name some.
You're a bandwagoner.
No, let me name some Cougs.
Your ass will jump quick.
Let me name some Cougs.
Okay.
Joey Hollenbeck. Okay. Gardner Minshew. M. Christo Bruce. There's three.
That is three.
That beat the Husky one.
Yeah.
I only know two Huskies. I know three Cougs. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
The Cougs, man, reaching out to me. And Edred, but he didn't play.
Yeah, big hearts, dude.
Amazing.
Big hearts.
Amazing hearts.
Yeah.
I thought it was just I thought it was like a school you just drink at and whatever. No.
They teach you how to love there.
They do.
You're in the middle of nowhere.
I'm a Cougar.
You got to embrace your peeps.
Let's go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
And you know what?
Sing the fight song.
Go Cougar football, kick butt.
You're ruining it. You got the tune kind of, right?
I know, but I'm new.
No, don't put it on. I was just kidding.
No, I'm not going to put it on. But I will say this. I'm trying to keep the coughs in.
Maybe don't do it right in the mic, bro.
I will say this. Central Michigan got lucky.
What do you mean?
When they beat the Cougars, unfortunately.
They did get lucky.
Dude, Victor Gabalis absolutely came. The quarterback came in because Del Laura LaRoe, whatever.
Yeah.
He, got injured.
His head's in the clouds. You know where he's going now?
Oh no,
Arizona.
is he transfer portal right now?
Transferred right the day after the game.
Are you kidding
He's
me?
going to Arizona. I don't blame him. I mean, his coach that he came here for is gone because of COVID. Because he wouldn't get the old.
I mean, but even more. That's a cougar right there.
That is a coug. Go Cougs.
Yeah.
Again.
No one tells us what to do. As a newly found cougar, no one tells me what to do.
That's right.
But anyway, how that was pretty fun, wasn't it?
What, watching the game?
Yeah, dude.
You know what was better than that?
What?
Watching the Apple Cup on YouTube from 2001.
What? You what?
Right after that. It was a day of football. I was reliving some glory days.
Was it you?
Yeah.
What were your stat? What was your stat line? Did you see a little bit?
My stat line?
Yeah.
I was an offensive lineman. I don't have a stat line.
But pancaking?
Oh, yeah.
Did you pancake anyone?
There was times, I'm sure. Yeah. I was just watching the game overall.
Did you rewind a little bit and watch yourself a little
bit? A few
bit?
times. Nice couple close-ups of me on the sidelines.
On the sidelines. That's always
in
good.
In between. After the game was clinched. Probably 30 seconds left in the game.
Well, that's interesting that I was going to ask you this, actually.
Turns out the quality of film that we have now is a little bit better.
Did it look like you had like a 0-0 on your chest?
No, it was
an 88.
No, just a little gritty.
Little gritty. Did your last name? See, someone's ripped off. Whose was that? It was in some championship game or whatever. Someone the back of their I think it was Burrow actually, an NFL game.
It's on the equipment guy, dude.
Did you ever get anything ripped off the back of your jersey ever?
No.
Nothing. Were you a towel guy? Did you have a towel tucked in?
No.
You was just gloves?
Yeah.
Did you tape up underneath the gloves?
Yep.
Did it?
You gotta tape your thumb to this from the base of your thumb down to the wrist.
Yeah.
And then ankle tape, and then spat around that. So you basically like got casts on your ankles.
Now with the gloves, was it like when I go outside when my mom would put like gloves on and then shove the glove? Did you have to have equipment? Some person just get those gloves on since you're all taped up.
No,
you can do it yourself.
I can do it myself, but it's tight,
super tight. Did you like it tight? Did you like it just like
because once you start sweating, they loosen up, so you don't want to get a size that slides on real easy. And I always wore wide receiver gloves, not lineman gloves.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
A little stickier.
No, they're not stickier. There's no pads on the top though, so you can move your fingers better.
Okay, so then you're getting the grip going.
Right, because on offensive line or lineman gloves, there's pads over the fingertips too, on the top, small ones, but still they're too. I didn't like them. They're too bulky. I'd always go wide receivers, and it made me look fast.
Oh, your hands look fast?
Just kidding.
Oh. Anyway, fun to see them in a bowl game. Was hoping they actually got some money for that too. Good chunk of money.
Bowl game. Hey, I got a couple of things. First off,
let's talk.
I brought you a signed photo of me that you really wanted.
Hung up,
but let's talk about the hang job, okay? Because every other thing in here has four corner posted down for all four corners.
True.
Mine, on the other hand, has a thumbtack in the middle of it, and the outer edges are rolling in on each other, and it looks like a taco with me in the middle of it.
I mean, that's true, but I will say that the other things that I have in here that are four-cornered are a lot larger than what you gave me.
Oh, we can blow that up if you want.
I would love to. If it could be a board, like a cardboard cutout, like I got Casey Kane, I definitely have that. I would tackle it and just beat the shit out of it every time.
There's not enough cardboard around here for that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I do like that you signed it. You said full buddy, Joey Hollenbeck, number 66. I'll see. I'll get that.
Too late, bro. I already saw what you think of it.
Well, I'm just happy that it wasn't on the ground when you walked in, like it was when I came in.
Cool.
I had to just like repost it back up onto the wall.
And then next thing, what I noticed you texted me today that it's dry January for you.
You listen, buddy.
Yeah.
I just sucked down 2 Bloody Marys with like a double shot of Tito's tonight.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh, you're back on.
I'm back on because you said that you were going to make yourself a cocktail.
I did.
But you told me you were dry January.
I was for like a week and a half.
How'd that go?
Good. Felt great. Still do.
And this is where we've talked about it in the past, where you are This is the best. Like
This is where I usually get in the best shape.
Best shape of your life,
where nobody can see it, and then I just turn into jello before summer.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. Got an assault bike.
You got a what?
An assault bike.
What is that?
It's a bike that you ride, but the bars move with it. It's no joke, dude.
Wait, is it not like a stationary bike?
It's like a fan bike.
Wait, are you actually riding around on a bike?
No, it's stationary.
Oh, but you're.
You've never seen a fan bike before?
It's
basically got a big fan in the front.
On the front, yeah.
And that's what you're. Yeah.
Do you really got it?
Yeah.
That my grandpa had that.
No, it's a new one. It's a newer one. I found it on.
You get your next year
smoking deal.
Next year Nordic track. Like what? Like what is it going to be?
No, next year.
Yeah.
A Nordic track?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to get one of those. I don't know who makes it, but it's one of the stationary bikes, but you can pull the lever and then hang sideways off either side. Just the whole bike topples over.
Dude,
with me leaning to the side.
You just in the side.
You son of a bitch.
Leaning on the wall. Just head into the wall.
Well, have you seen the infomercials for this?
No.
Yeah, dude. Somebody makes it. Maybe it's Bowflex makes a bike, but it's supposed to be like the Peloton. But the way that they did to switch it up was you can pull a little nub in the middle when you go around a corner, and you lean. The whole bike leans. Could you imagine me leaning and pedaling? The whole bike just topples over.
Done. I didn't know that was a real thing.
It is. Maybe you should get off the video games and.
Listen,
this guy, for the listeners, I was 5 minutes late, and this guy texts me and says, "Hey, I'm about ready to get out of here and go play Pokemon." Dead serious, too.
It was a joke. It makes you laugh. I didn't care. Hey, what do you got going? You set the ambiance. You got a nice little candle in front. I'm not joking, guys. The guy walked in. I thought, he goes, "Hey, you got a lighter?" And I'm thinking, sweet, we're going to have some cigars. I haven't had a cigar in a while, so we're going to sit down. And then he brings out a candle. And what's it called?
It's teak wood and mahogany.
It is.
It's a man scent.
It's a man scent.
We needed to do something in here. I know you sit around in here and hibernate, and it gets a little funky.
A little funk. What is teak wood? Do we even know? Is that just a made-up thing?
Teak? No, it's a real wood.
What is it?
It's a tree. What do you mean, what is it?
It's a tree.
Just like mahogany.
You're clearing my my lungs,
which I smell of.
You smell of rich mahogany.
I have many leather-bound books,
and you can get this at. Let's talk about Lost Beach for a moment.
You can get that there.
Get that at Lost Beach. Yeah. Get this. Bring it back. Sonic shirt there too. You said.
Yeah, you like that?
I love it.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. It's got a basketball on the very bottom. It's got the silhouette of the Space Needle and a few buildings around there. It's beautiful. It looks great on you.
Thank you, Travis.
Dude, that's gorgeous.
Thanks.
So Lost Beach, what's the address on that?
Where the old kitchen used to be.
Where the old kitchen used to be. If you guys are not from around here, it's on Cole Street. Mm-hmm. It's like we're gonna say it's like it's probably like 1521 Cole Street, King of Cole Street representing them. But here's the thing, though. I got to tell you this Christmas story. Santa, Jacqueline was begging Santa to, after visiting Lost Beach, like I think probably in October and November, she saw a pink skateboard, like a little mini board, and she the entire time since then, after seeing it, was like, and she called it a 5-year-old. She's 5 years old. 5-year-old skateboard. 5-year-old skateboard. 5-year-old. I want a 5-year-old skateboard. I want a 5-year-old skateboard. So Santa gets it, and gets it from the place where she saw it, the North Pole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Santa brings it, thrilled. Now she just rides it in the house. Sweet. Just like wall to wall, nice. Wall to wall.
Has she fallen or anything with it yet? Probably, right?
A little bit here and there.
She's
but
learning, though. That's awesome.
How was your holiday season?
It was good. I had some stuff go on this holiday season a little bit. Right before Thanksgiving, lost my dad. So he passed, which sucked, but he's in a better place. So that makes me happy. Thanksgiving was great. Got to spend time with my sister.
Were you able to see your family a little bit more, like your sister?
Yeah, my sister was in town quite a bit, so we were able to spend a lot of time together. And then she was back in Boise, and then back again for the Christmas season too. So it was good.
Was it a whirlwind of stuff? Did it feel like?
Yeah, dude, it was so weird. Like everything like happened, and then it was just like the new year. It was like weird. It was like a blink.
Just pretty much like blacked out for like a month and a half. Pretty much, it was just so fast.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I mean, it really, really went by super fast, and like my thinking about it, you know.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah. So we're dealing with that a little bit still. It's just my sister and I. So.
Did you learn anything? I know that you learned something that was pretty cool when you were telling me this. And you know, you guys are waiting on doing a memorial service until like, you know, probably when it warms up a little bit, you can do more things. But you learned about your dad that he was kind of a bigger deal when out in the logging community and stuff like that, right?
I mean, I know it was. It was just I got a cool phone call from like the Buckley Log Show that they were going to do like a tree or a log with his whole like all his info on it, you know, just as a memorial for him at the show. And I haven't
the upcoming summer one.
Yeah, and I haven't been in so long. It'll be there forever, but I haven't been there for so long that it's. I'm sure they have some sort of memorial like that for, you know. But he was in the logging world for 30 plus years, you know, driving log truck and doing different things. So. It was just cool. It just caught me off guard a little bit. Like I knew that he was, you know, had been in that community for a long time, but didn't realize like the impact that he had on it, you know, and the respect that he had from all the other fellow guys, you know, kind of in that hard working field. So it was cool. It was a cool phone call.
And was it a surprise or was it like, did it come out of the blue or?
No, dude. I found him in January after a stroke.
A year ago.
And then he was basically trapped in his body for 11 months.
Did the doctors say like, hey, he's got like 3 more months and it turned out to be longer?
No, he just kind of like, I think he was just like, he kind of quit eating and quit drinking water and just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say gave up, but like at some point he just like, you know.
Yeah.
And he had complications throughout from the time that I found him until, you know, the time he passed. So it was just like one of those things where it's like, I mean, kind of go through all the emotions of like pissed off, like sad, like pissed off again. And then it's kind of like, well, you know what? Like he's in a better place. Like I don't want him suffering. Like that's no way to live. You know, he was young too. I mean, it's 64, 63.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just no way to live, you know, like why you don't want to live in a hospital bed.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, it was relief amongst all the other emotions.
Gotcha.
Well, one of the things that was really hard was you couldn't see him for a lot of the time, you know?
Mm.
And I mean, I don't take anything away from like first responders and nurses and things like that, but like the places that he was at, like it was just like call the front desk and be like, hey, you know, how can I see my dad? And they're like, oh, you can do a window visit. I'm like, great. So I basically stand outside, right, and do a window visit. And I'm like, great. Can you tell me what room he's in? And she's like, yeah, he's in room 210. And I'm like, is that on the first floor? She's like, no, that's on the second floor. I'm like, okay, so should I bring a ladder with me? Like, what? Like, this is stupid. Like, come on. Like, it was just dealing with a lot of like BS like that. So it was, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But at the end, we were able to see him as much as we wanted, so it was good.
Like face to face, like hold the hand and all that. Wow, nice. Yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah,
that's really good. How frustrating would that be?
It was because he was. It sucked, but whatever. Yeah. How about you? How was your New Year's?
I had COVID.
Did it hit you hard? Like what's
it did.
Sounds like it's still hitting you a little bit.
It socked me right in the friggin' face.
Just for the listeners, we are every bit of 6 feet apart.
We are, yeah. Joey like almost requested that I wear a mask.
I wanted a mask and a negative test result.
I can only provide one of those. You got to choose. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
I should have went with the mask after I hear your lungs right
dude,
now.
It's so bad. It was the weirdest. The thing that you forget about for the past 2 years, I haven't been sick. Like maybe I've gotten maybe one cold.
Well, let's break it down here. The King of Cold Street does not get sick.
Doesn't get sick. He shakes babies and kisses hands and he doesn't care. And then all of a sudden he gets something, and the next thing you know is he
turns into a complete bitch.
Yeah, a complete bitch. And
I could just see,
and it's like
I could just see you, Jamie.
Oh yeah,
Jamie.
Yeah.
warm lemon water, please, Jamie.
Some honey. With some honey.
Just a little.
Oh, honey.
Oh, and can you change the battery in my headsets? They're messing up right now. And I can't hear the Zelda game.
You know, the worst part is that that's semi-accurate. No, I just.
What do you mean we don't have AAA's? Can you please go to the store? I would go, but I just can't. I can't. My body aches too bad.
I forget, but here's the thing: you forget about how to be sick. Like that's the thing. Like oh shoot, I should be sleeping, or I need orange juice, or I need to be drinking. Like I need to have. Like you forget. Like for 2 years, I haven't been sick, and you just kind of like go, and then all of a sudden you get sick. You're like, what do I do?
Did you say I need orange juice?
Orange juice, dude. That's like
really?
Oh, I OD on OJ.
Why don't you just take vitamin C and squeeze your own fresh oranges? Because that's where you're going to get real deal.
Sorry that I'm dead. I can't squeeze my own oranges. I can't barely cut into anything. But I'm telling you, like I couldn't shake like my fever would hit. It wouldn't be like a high fever, but it wouldn't be 100, be like 102 at the highest. It'd last for hours. It would break for like an hour and then be right back.
102 make you feel like you're dead though.
Non-stop. Like it was like 12 days of like this, of like, it was like repeat.
Jamie, my fever won't break. Can you sponge bath me again?
Dude, I wanted a sponge bath so bad she wouldn't give me one. It was the worst. I was just, come on, please, sponge bath, please. But and I don't know if anyone else is a bitch like me, but when I get sick, like I'm like, I'm so glad I don't have a gun in my house. I should have a gun in my house. In fact, I do. I have a few. Please don't rob me. But if I did, but I think about constantly just like, you know what? Just loading up. Like, just what if, I get so like out of it. I'm like, I could end it right now. Like I would want to end it right now. Like it was that sick.
You really are really giving us dudes like a major like bad rap. Right
That's
now.
Okay.
No, because most dudes like you get sick and it sucks, but you're like,
dude, get COVID and see how you feel. Okay. I know that you're from Eden Clay, you don't believe in COVID, but but
let's be real. Let's talk about that for 1 second. I don't want to elaborate on it, but this might be the biggest bag over the head punch in the face that the government's ever given us on some bullshit.
Yeah. 100%. I almost died, but yes, I agree.
No, I'm saying I know it's a real thing. I'm not saying that it's not, but like everything else in this whole deal that's going on, like, come on.
Yeah, no.
Get the vaccine and get your 4 booster shots and get COVID.
Yeah, well, you're still going to get it. That's the thing.
They told you that right at the beginning. You're still going to get it. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. But for me, in my house, I serve the Lord. I almost died. Not really. I didn't really almost die. Other people go through this a whole lot more. But I think the other thing is that when someone says, oh, crap, I've got COVID, depending on who they are, I could see why the hospitals fill up. Because they're probably so afraid once they see that positive test, like, oh, this is the worst. I'm going to die.
You wanna hear some real talk?
I'm all about real talk. Is this HBO?
Dude, so I've been listening to some studies on Viagra.
Oh, I need some, but go
ahead.
No,
but listen. So originally Viagra was like a blood pressure type medication. It was good for your heart. It was kind of good for like respiratory, that type of deal.
Yeah.
They started giving it to patients. Well, males started pogo sticking around the hospital. Yeah. So they're like, well, this is going to work for boner pill, right?
Absolutely.
So then now they have a study out that it's like 86 or 88% study that shows that Viagra helps with like dementia, Alzheimer's, all that type of stuff.
Viagra does?
Like 80%, like 86 or 88% turnaround on it.
Really?
Yeah. So then I just heard a study, and I want to say it was like UK maybe. A lady had COVID and was literally down and out going on the ventilator.
Yeah.
And
took Viagra.
Something happened. She was in the hospital. They gave her Viagra and within hours bounced back from that going to the ventilator. And like, because it's a respiratory thing too. It's like, it's basically like the magic pill.
Dude, sign me up for Viagra. Again, you get boners and you get better from COVID. That should be a tagline. That is the 2 greatest things you could possibly tell somebody right now in 2022 is that you get a boner, and you're COVID free.
Sure.
I'm in. And Pfizer makes Viagra.
Well, supposedly, I'm a believer. I mean, I want to get it from a doctor, but I'm a believer. I'm not getting it off the street or some generic.
You're not gonna get American Bankster like I did off of Amazon. Is that what you're saying?
What'd you get?
American Bankster? Is that what you're not?
What's
getting?
American Bankster?
Well, listen. As we approach 2022, 2023, sometimes we look at horny goat weed and we go, that's not strong enough anymore.
Oh, wait a second. Horny goat weed was basically your gateway penis drug. Now you're taking everything.
I decided to take a look at American Bankster. I went on Amazon and hey, we don't have to get too into this, but
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit thinking about it.
But there is it's out there. You can look it up on Amazon. I got it because of the gangster type of look. Like it wasn't like a gangsta. It was like a 1930s, 1920s.
Is that Snoop Dogg on the back of the joint? The blunt?
It was more like like you got that Vegas vibe. Anyway, so after I took that, actually, I was feeling a lot better. I'm not even tell the story. Anyway, so COVID sucked. It's the worst. I was able to finally take a test because tests were, and the worst part was we got so much effing snow. Like
it was pretty though, dude. Didn't it look? It was
nice.
Good snow.
But I was sick during it, so
snow.
It was like the worst. It was great snow if you were healthy. I guarantee it was amazing.
Jamie, can you open the blind so I can see the snow? I wish I was making a snowman right now.
Could you wheel me over? Could you wheel me over to the window and
give me my Afghan? Give me my Afghan blanket. I like it when my toes stick through the holes.
Could you warm up my thermos? My thermos is a little cold right now. Yeah, a little chicken noodle soup, please. No, chicken noodle. No, not the new kind, the old kind, the kind that's just got some like
the weird chunks of meat, like the little, like the little rectangles. The little processed rectangles.
Make sure you get that little extra can of water in there. I don't want just straight condensed chicken noodle soup. Anyway, yes, that was exactly me.
Dude, speaking of cooking, you been cooking anything? I know you,
dude.
Listen, I feel like in the time we haven't. How long's it been? It's probably been 4 months.
It's been a while.
5 months, probably since we got in here and grinded.
Yes.
And in that time, I remember you reaching out to me quite a bit.
Yes,
probably tail end of summer since the last time we've really like dialed in here.
Right.
Excuse me, but you reached out to me a few times about
reached out
about cooking and different things you were cooking. Right. And I was inspired. I inspired you.
You inspired me, and then I inspired you. It was the chicken. It was a breaded chicken parm, man. And you told me 4 hours and let that simmer. The sauce simmer.
Sauce. You got to make the sauce.
And I'm telling you, that was key. I was thinking like sauce, like. Okay, so here's what I did. Can I tell you real quick?
To throw a can of ragu in there and call it good.
This is what I did. I got garlic and I got chopped up onions and I put it in oil and I let it simmer on in a saucepan and just let it just for like an hour. Just get that.
Those are called aromatics.
It was just.
You just did the onion by itself like that?
No, with garlic and an onion. So garlic,
for
onion,
1 hour you did that?
And oil. Yeah, and just let it just...
Buddy. Garlic, onions probably need to go for like 3 to 4 minutes. And then garlic for like 1 minute because garlic burns. Okay, listen. But go on though.
Yeah, no.
Go on. I love the taste of burnt garlic.
Low simmer. And then I put in the tomato sauce. I put in the tomato tomatoes, and then tomato paste. And then I threw in some oregano, and I threw in some garlic powder, and I threw in some... gosh, what else was just kicking it? A little sugar, actually, believe it or not, a little sugar.
A little red pepper flakes.
I don't think maybe did red pepper flakes. Definitely salt and pepper. Anyway, and then just let that for 4 hours. And I would just stir it. Go in there every 10 minutes. Stir it. Anyway, delicious. And then what I did was I took the chicken. And I cut it in half, so I filleted it or whatever, and then I pound it with my own fists throw in some, and I yolked the snot out of that yolk. Like it was very fine yolk. Little salt, little yolk.
But did you bread the chicken?
And then I breaded it, double breaded it. So
I got a story for you.
Okay, so let me just finish this off real quick. Okay. Italian seasoning with also some panko and just back and forth, and then put a little more egg and then blah blah blah. Boom. Sizzled it up, cooked it on the frying pan, threw it in, then poured the sauce in a main dish, and then
it's like a Pyrex type dish.
Yes, and then I put in the breaded chicken that's been already fried up, and then put some mozzarella on there, and then put it in the oven. Kind of broiled the top of it.
Let me take a step back real quick, because as we were talking about this, you're like, my kids are pissed off that I'm making this. They're not going to like this meal. They're pissed off because they want, what did they want? Burgers or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Stupid. And they wanted, like, not to say burgers are stupid, but like you were telling me, like, the kids are going to be pissed. Like, they're going into like a long weekend.
Yes.
I'm making like dinner tonight, and they wanted X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And they're going to get home, and this is what's going to be on the table.
They ate it up.
That's what I know.
They couldn't stop. They wanted more.
The next day, I heard you had a couple pieces left, and you ate it before they got home from school.
I had to.
You're a dick.
I had to. I knew I was going to get COVID soon. And not taste anything.
Dude, I've really been into the Asian flair.
So what are you doing?
Really into like Asian Korean.
Walnut shrimp?
Like, no. So I did a double fried crispy Korean chicken. So I took chicken thighs.
Okay.
Cut them into like, I don't know, 2 or 3 inch chunk pieces.
Yeah.
Put them in like a brine, which is just salt and water, for like 8 hours. Pulled it out, dried them, put it in buttermilk. Then I made it's basically like onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, seasoning with like flour and like cornstarch, mixed all that up, and then took it from the one buttermilk thing, dipped it in that, put it back in another buttermilk thing, put it back in there. So double dipped it, and then I double fried it. Bro, when you bit into it, you could hear the crunch next to it.
My gosh.
And then I made like a like Korean barbecue type red, like thick sauce on it with green onions and sesame seeds over it. Dude, it was unbelievable. And now I've been making like red curry, like Thai red curry.
See, that's intimidating.
And no, it's not. And then like I want to do a cooking thing with you. Like, I want you to film me. I want to put it out there. I want to get going.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I want to get going. I want to start filming it and go.
All right.
So stay tuned, listeners.
Stay tuned, listeners.
But yeah, so I've been doing this Asian type thing, and then I'm super into it. And then also just like from like difficult things, like that took a long time to do. But then I'm also like that Asian type food and like really like comfort, like delicious type food into like, I mastered how to make the Hawaiian macaroni salad. Have you ever you've had that?
No.
You've had it at like teriyaki places. You've had it at like in Hawaii, the lunch plate macaroni salad. It's unbelievable. Mastered that. Like a ramen type salad.
So when you say mastered it, like, were you trying it like every day that week? Like, did you go back to the drawing board ever and kind of refine it, or what?
No, I make a huge bowl of it and then go from there on like little bowls. But I didn't need to. I didn't need to on this one. It was all 3 pounds.
So
of deliciousness.
real quick, off the top of the head.
Okay.
I want you to rank the different type of when we think of food, we think of any sort of types of food like Italian and Mexican and Indian and Asian. What's the most difficult that you have tried to accomplish? Like, what's the most like out of all those types of food categories? Would you say?
I think that a lot of them. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, when I first try something and like really do it, like this double fried chicken, I only had 2 packs, so 1.5 pounds, so 3 pounds ish.
Yeah,
maybe 2.5 pounds of like chicken thighs. So maybe like 12 like chicken thighs, but they're like the size of my palm. They're not like huge, like a chicken breast or anything like that, right? And you cut them up, and it ends up just being it didn't look like that much chicken until you start frying it, and you're like, shit, this is taking
ton.
forever.
Yeah.
But it takes a long time because just learning it and trying to figure out and what you're going to do. And I tried it with just flour, and I tried it with just like the cornstarch on some of it, just to see like the difference in them.
Yeah.
And then the two combined were by far the best. Like,
really?
with the crunch, dude, I'm telling you, it was like KFC on steroids. But the hardest thing, I used to freak out on like chicken parm. It used to intimidate me, and then like I mastered it. And then like this fried chicken thing used to intimidate me, and I mastered it. And then there's dishes out there like chicken marsala used to freak me out. Like, you got to do like pancetta, and you do the wine, and then you got to make this sauce, and then you cook the chicken, and you got to bake it off and do some different things. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm just a walking cookbook right now.
So right now,
walking cookbook.
We're about to wrap things up, jump into another one.
Yeah. Okay. This one sucks.
No. You're going to go as a banger. It's okay. We need to catch up. We got deep in this one. Now we're getting a little light. We're talking about food. The CLs are finally hitting. So what was recently 2020? We'll say 2021. Okay. Your worst dish that you made. Like it didn't turn out the way you thought it would. You tried it. You read the recipe. You thought about it. Was there one that didn't quite live up to what you thought it would be? Not that it was bad, you were kicking it out, but like you're like, man.
I've been trying to eat a little healthier, so I've been doing like shredded chicken and doing some different things like that, kind of crock pot style, which is super simple, right? But
right.
Just to get it like to pull it at the right time and to have it like moist, if you will, like and not dried out, and just the different sauces. But something like that you can always like amp up, always like you can always add a different sauce or more sauce or anything, right? I'm trying to think, dude, honestly, like I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty spot on when I make some shit.
Like there not been one that kind of didn't just quite hit the standard. Like you were hoping and it just didn't quite hit.
One thing about me, and probably can correlate this to like football and different things. Sure. Like if I get my mind set on something, like food wise,
you're figuring it out the whole time,
dude. I for probably every second of my free time, I was like researching like the best way to do this double fried chicken, like Korean style, and like what to put into it. And I even added my own twist to it. I found some like spicy, like chili honey from like Trader Joe's, and I put that in there that wasn't in the recipe. And I just added some other things to it, and it was like dynamite. So then the next day I made another set of that sauce and put it with the rest of that chicken and reheated it up and did it. And it was dynamite. So good.
So, okay. So then on the same cuff, wrapping it up.
Okay.
The one that you knocked it out of the park in 2021, you knocked it out of the friggin' park. Like if you had the president coming over, if you had somebody coming over of high prestige, you would remake this meal for them.
Yeah.
Do you know which meal that immediately jumps into your head?
Yeah. Surf and turf. Scallops.
You're a scallop boy.
I can make scallops like a mother trucker.
Really?
Yeah, and those always used to really intimidate me too, because you're just like, if you overdo them, they're gonna be rubbery, right?
Right.
And like, but yeah, with the brown butter over the top of them and get that sear on them. Scallops, and I can cook a steak, any type of steak.
Blindfolded,
just from feel alone.
So you're telling me that when you got some top chef celebrity coming over to your house, you're making them surf and turf, or are you going to try and wow them a little bit? Are you going to be like, you know what, I got a little bit
just
more.
Depends on what the palate's calling for. Like I said, like the one thing that turned out really good was like a Thai red curry, like coconut milk with the red curry paste and the veggies and some chicken, and dialed in with maybe a little bit of rice noodles, almost like a soup, but it's not like it's, oh gosh, so good.
So good.
I'm getting fatter listening to myself.
All right, everyone. So thanks so much for listening. We got deep. This might be a little choppy, guys, just so you guys know. I'm going to have to do some editing here
Somebody's
and there.
a little bit rusty.
Got a little rusty. It's not Joe. Guy. It's all me.
Not the big guy.
It's been a bit, but I'm happy to have him back in the lab.
Hey, he had COVID. That comes with brain fog.
Brain fog, completely. And if you guys are interested, I know people out there are listening. Please, if you have a dish that you want to have just Joe try it. Now, I'm not saying he's going to try it on the air, but he's going to try it. You're like, listen,
seriously, give it to me.
Give it to him.
I'm not good with Indian food. I'm not that I haven't had it and it's delicious, but it's not really my game. As far as like what my palate likes. Give me something Mexican, give me something Italian, give me something American. Actually, I will try an Indian thing too. Just give it all to me.
Just give it all to him. I'm going to shout out the Patreons real quick before we go, just because I say that's what I'm going to do every episode. We got Jackson Zodiac, Apollo, Dashing Jamie Kenny, Jamie Roberts, Ben Illman, Veronica Lara, Homer Robertson, Jared Skelly, Shekinah Sarver, Ira Potter, Amanda Keating, Cassie Spencer, Seth Loop, Adam Kenny Art, Eric Madrid, Holly Graff, and Kellen Hall. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for supporting.
Did you say Jamie, your wife?
Yeah.
Your wife supports you?
She supports me. And the reason why is because she does DoorDash. And she wants me to do the dashing Jamie Kenny. That's why she started supporting me, so that I could have to say the dashing.
But you didn't right there.
I did. You didn't listen.
You said Jamie Kenny.
I said the dashing Jamie Kenny. I don't have a D in my name.
I said Kenny.
You said Kennedy.
No, I didn't. I was sniffing.
Rewind the tape. Everyone, thanks so much for listening. Thank you, Joy, for being on the pod. It's been too long.
Hey, now put your mouthpiece in and let's spit some game.
We're going to spit some game.
Quit being a bitch.
Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.